Knowing the rules is only the start. Driving safely means making quick, informed decisions on the spot. Welcome to Part 39 of the UK Theory Test Series. In today's video, we'll guide you through a new set of exam-style questions that focus on strengthening your knowledge and helping you stay prepared for the real test. If you're ready to keep improving, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Make sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's dive right in and put your skills to the test. Question 1. You want to turn left at this junction. What should you do if your view of the main road is restricted? A. Build up your speed so that you can emerge quickly. B. Stop and apply the parking brake even if the road is clear. C. Approach slowly and edge out until you can see more clearly. D. Stay well back and wait to see if anything comes. The answer is C. Approach slowly and edge out until you can see more clearly. Question 2. You're driving on the motorway in windy conditions. What should you do as you overtake a high-sided vehicle? A. Increase your speed. B. Be wary of a sudden gust. C. Drive alongside very closely. D. Expect normal conditions. The answer is B. Be wary of a sudden gust. Question 3. Which is the sign for a ring road? The answer is D. Question 4. You're driving on a clear night. Which lights should you use if the national speed limit applies and there's a steady stream of oncoming traffic? A. Fog lights. B. Full beam headlights. C. Side lights. D. Dipped headlights. The answer is D. Dipped headlights. Question 5. When may you use your vehicle's horn while you're driving in a built-up area? A. Between 7 a.m. and 11:30 p.m. B. Between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. C. Between midnight and 6 a.m. D. Between 11:30 p.m. and 6 a.m. The answer is A. Between 7 a.m. and 11:30 p.m. Question 6. You're on a smart motorway. What does it mean when a red cross is displayed above the hard shoulder? A. This lane can be used if you need a rest. B. Use this lane as a running lane. C. Pull up in this lane to answer your mobile phone. D. You shouldn't travel in this lane. The answer is D. You shouldn't travel in this lane. Question 7. How can you avoid wheel spin when you're driving on an icy road? A. Brake gently and repeatedly. B. Use the handbrake if the wheels start to slip. C. Drive at a slow speed in as high a gear as possible. D. Drive in a low gear at all times. The answer is C. Drive at a slow speed in as high a gear as possible. Question 8. What signals should you give when you're going straight ahead at a roundabout? A. Signal left when you're approaching the roundabout. B. Signal left before leaving the roundabout. C. Don't signal at any time. D. Signal right when you're approaching the roundabout. The answer is B. Signal left before leaving the roundabout. Question 9. What should you do when you're approaching a bus that's signaling to move away from a bus stop? A. Flash your headlights as you approach. B. Signal left and wave the bus on. C. Allow it to pull away if it's safe to do so. D. Get past before it moves. The answer is C. Allow it to pull away if it's safe to do so. Question 10. You're driving a car fitted with automatic transmission. When would you use kickdown? A. To accelerate quickly. B. To improve fuel economy. C. To brake progressively. D. To engage cruise control. The answer is A. To accelerate quickly. Question 11. It can be helpful to plan your route before starting a journey. Why should you also plan an alternative route? A. You may get held up by a tractor. B. You may find you have to pay a congestion charge. C. Your maps may have different scales. D. Your original route may be blocked. The answer is D. Your original route may be blocked. Question 12. A collision has just happened. An injured person is lying in a busy road. What's the first thing you should do? A. Place them in the recovery position. B. Make sure the injured person is kept warm. C. Treat the person for shock. D. Warn other traffic. The answer is D. Warn other traffic. Question 13. Why are vehicles fitted with high-intensity rear fog lights? A. To warn drivers following too closely to drop back. B. In case they break down in a dangerous position. C. To make them more visible in thick fog. D. To help them to be seen when they're being driven at high speed. The answer is C. To make them more visible in thick fog. Question 14. What should you do as you approach this lorry? A. Slow down and be prepared to wait. B. Move to the right-hand side of the road. C. Make the lorry wait for you. D. Flash your lights at the lorry. The answer is A. Slow down and be prepared to wait. Question 15. What does this sign mean? A. Parking fee required ahead. B. Start of toll road ahead. C. Reminder of a road congestion charge zone. D. Area monitored by speed cameras. The answer is C. Reminder of a road congestion charge zone. Question 16. There's a tractor ahead. You want to overtake, but you aren't sure whether it's safe. What should you do? A. Sound your horn to make the tractor pull over. B. Follow another vehicle as it overtakes the tractor. C. Stay behind the tractor if you're in any doubt. D. Speed past, flashing your lights at oncoming traffic. The answer is C. Stay behind the tractor if you're in any doubt. Question 17. What does this sign mean? A. Emergency parking area 10 miles ahead. B. Service area located at this exit. C. 10 miles to the next motorway service area. D. Next rest area is 10 miles ahead. The answer is C. 10 miles to the next motorway service area. Question 18. You're on a motorway. What must you do if there's a red cross showing above every lane? A. Stop and wait. B. Leave at the next exit. C. Slow down and watch for further signals. D. Pull onto the hard shoulder. The answer is A. Stop and wait. Question 19. Which road users benefit from toucan crossings? A. Moped riders and cyclists. B. Horse riders and pedestrians. C. Cyclists and pedestrians. D. Horse riders and cyclists. The answer is C. Cyclists and pedestrians. Question 20. You're approaching a roundabout. What should you do if there are horses being ridden in front of you? A. Give them plenty of room. B. Sound your horn as a warning. C. Accelerate past as quickly as possible. D. Stop and wait for them to get off the road. The answer is A. Give them plenty of room. Question 21. On what type of road surface may anti-lock brakes be ineffective? A. Loose. B. Smooth. C. Dry. D. Firm. The answer is A. Loose. Question 22. In which conditions will your overall stopping distance increase? A. In the rain. B. At night. C. In strong winds. D. In fog. The answer is A. In the rain. Question 23. The conditions are good and dry. You could use the 2-second rule. A. When emerging on wet roads. B. To keep a safe gap from the vehicle in front. C. Before restarting the engine after it has stalled. D. Before using the mirror signal maneuver routine. The answer is B. To keep a safe gap from the vehicle in front. Question 24. You're on a 3-lane motorway. Which lane are you in if there are red reflective studs on your left and white ones to your right? A. In the right-hand lane. B. In the middle lane. C. On the hard shoulder. D. In the left-hand lane. The answer is D. In the left-hand lane. Question 25. You're waiting to emerge from a junction. The windscreen pillar is restricting your view. What should you be particularly aware of? A. Buses. B. Motorcyclists. C. Lorries. D. Coaches. The answer is B. Motorcyclists. Question 26. Why did the lorry driver start turning so late? A. The driver was making room for a cyclist. B. The driver was unfamiliar with the route. C. The driver was late checking their right mirror. D. The lorry set off too fast. The answer is A. The driver was making room for a cyclist. Question 27. What does this sign indicate? A. Road narrows in 400 yards. B. Hazard immediately ahead. C. 400 yards ahead to hazard. D. Sharp bend in 400 meters. The answer is C. 400 yards ahead to hazard. Question 28. What should you do if it's raining and you're following this lorry on a motorway? A. Move left and drive on the hard shoulder. B. Allow at least a 2-second gap. C. Be aware of spray reducing your vision. D. Move right and stay in the right-hand lane. The answer is C. Be aware of spray reducing your vision. Question 29. Which of these signs warns you of a zebra crossing? The answer is D. Question 30. You see a pedestrian carrying a white stick that also has a red band. What does this mean? A. The person has memory problems. B. The person is physically disabled. C. The person is a pensioner. D. The person is deaf and blind. The answer is D. The person is deaf and blind. Question 31. What does this sign mean? A. Pedestrian zone with no vehicles allowed. B. School crossing patrol ahead. C. Blind children likely to cross road ahead. D. Deaf children likely to cross road ahead. The answer is C. Blind children likely to cross road ahead. Question 32. What should you do if your vehicle has a puncture on a motorway? A. Switch on your hazard warning lights. Stop in your lane. B. Pull up on the hard shoulder. Use the emergency phone to get assistance. C. Pull up on the hard shoulder. Change the wheel as quickly as possible. D. Drive slowly to the next service area to get assistance. The answer is B. Pull up on the hard shoulder. Use the emergency phone to get assistance. Question 33. What should you do while you're driving or riding along a motorway? A. Travel much faster than you would on other roads. B. Maintain a shorter separation distance than you would on other roads. C. Look much further ahead than you would on other roads. D. Concentrate more than you would on other roads? The answer is C. Look much further ahead than you would on other roads. Question 34. You're approaching a crossroads. What should you do if the traffic lights have failed? A. Brake and stop only for large vehicles. B. Be prepared to brake sharply to a stop. C. Be prepared to stop for any traffic. D. Brake sharply to a stop before looking. The answer is C. Be prepared to stop for any traffic. Question 35. When are you allowed to use hazard warning lights? A. When traveling slowly because you're lost. B. When traveling during darkness without headlights. C. When stopped and temporarily obstructing traffic. D. When parked on double yellow lines to visit a shop. The answer is C. When stopped and temporarily obstructing traffic. Question 36. You need glasses to read a vehicle number plate at the required distance. When must you wear them? A. Only in bad weather conditions. B. When you think it's necessary. C. Only at nighttime. D. Whenever you're driving. The answer is D. Whenever you're driving. Question 37. You're driving on an open road in dry weather. What distance should you keep from the vehicle in front? A. 2 car lengths. B. 1 car length. C. 2 meters, 6 feet, 6 inches. D. A 2-second time gap. The answer is D. A 2-second time gap. Question 38. What does this sign mean? A. Cattle grid ahead. B. Cattle crossing ahead. C. Animal sanctuary entrance. D. Farm entrance ahead. The answer is A. Cattle grid ahead. Question 39. What may help to deter a thief from stealing your car? A. Always keeping the headlights on. B. Always keeping the interior light on. C. Fitting reflective glass windows. D. Etching the registration number on the windows. The answer is D. Etching the registration number on the windows. Question 40. What should you do if you can't see clearly behind when you're reversing? A. Open your window to look behind. B. Open the door and look behind. C. Look in the near side mirror. D. Ask someone to guide you. The answer is D. Ask someone to guide you. Question 41. You're driving in fog. Why should you keep well back from the vehicle in front? A. In case its fog lights dazzle you. B. In case its brake lights dazzle you. C. In case it changes direction suddenly. D. In case it stops suddenly. The answer is D. In case it stops suddenly. Question 42. The fluid level in your battery is low. What fluid should you use to top it up? A. Battery acid. B. Distilled water. C. Engine oil. D. Engine coolant. The answer is B. Distilled water. Question 43. How should you signal if you're going straight ahead at a roundabout? A. Indicate left when approaching the roundabout. B. Don't indicate at any time. C. Indicate right when approaching the roundabout. D. Indicate left before leaving the roundabout. The answer is D. Indicate left before leaving the roundabout. Question 44. What does this sign mean? A. Parking place for buses. B. Bus lane begins. C. No parking for buses. D. Bus stop for pickup only. The answer is A. Parking place for buses. Question 45. You're driving on a wet road. What should you do if you have to stop your vehicle in an emergency? A. Give an arm signal. B. Select reverse gear. C. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. D. Apply the parking brake and foot brake together. The answer is C. Keep both hands on the steering wheel. Question 46. How should you signal when going straight ahead at a roundabout? A. Don't indicate at any time. B. Indicate right when approaching the roundabout. C. Indicate left when approaching the roundabout. D. Indicate left before leaving the roundabout. The answer is D. Indicate left before leaving the roundabout. Question 47. You wish to tow a trailer. Where would you find the maximum weight for your vehicle's tow hitch? A. In your vehicle registration certificate. B. In the vehicle handbook. C. In the highway code. D. In your license documents. The answer is B. In the vehicle handbook. Question 48. What safety device must be fitted to a trailer braking system? A. Corner steadies. B. Jockey wheel. C. Breakaway cable. D. Stabilizer. The answer is C. Breakaway cable. Question 49. You intend to turn left at the traffic lights. What should you do just before turning? A. Move up close to the white car. B. Check your right mirror. C. Straddle the lanes. D. Check for bicycles on your left. The answer is D. Check for bicycles on your left. Question 50. What circumstances require you to notify the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Agency, DVLA? A. When you have to work abroad. B. When your health affects your driving. C. When your vehicle needs an MOT certificate. D. When you lend your vehicle to someone. The answer is B. When your health affects your driving. That's a wrap for Part 39. Well done for pushing through and getting one step closer to your goal. Keep practicing, stay consistent, and we'll be right here with Part 40 to continue preparing you for the real deal. Thanks for joining us. Keep learning, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.